Hello everyone, my name is Dalek Chris. I'm a Dalek-human hybrid, and I'm here to talk about a lot of things, but mostly Doctor Who. Back in the olden days, before things like VHS, DVD, or Blu-ray releases, we had a continuity-heavy TV show, but with no way of actually watching the old episodes. There was only one recourse, the Target novelizations. And now they're back and adapting New Who! For some reason. I'm just going to go ahead and review the books anyway. First, Rose, by Russell T Davies, adapted from the episode written by Russell T Davies. Now, my opinion of the televised episode, just to act as a baseline. I love Rose. It was my introduction to Doctor Who. It is a little silly in places. A lot silly in places.
Pizza. Pizza.
Or Chinese.
Pizza.
Incredibly silly in places.
But you can trust me, sweetheart, babe.
Darling.
Babe, sugar.
But it's a great first episode for the new show, and something of a mission statement for the RTD era of Doctor Who. Eccleston does his usual stunning work, and Billie Piper instantly makes Rose a character worth following. The book is small, about the right scale to fit in with the various classic novelizations. The cover is excellent, a fantastic design. This is half the reason to own a Target novelization, so it better be good. The 1970s era logo is used, undeniably the best stacked logo the show has ever had, which is exactly what this cover needed. While the new logo is great, it probably wouldn't work as well here, so this is a good choice. The logo is sort of shiny and gold, which looks pretty. Look at the noticeable difference with one of the recent reprints of the older novelizations, a definite improvement I think. The design at the bottom is pleasingly retro, and has everything it needs right there. Look, there's the Doctor, and Rose, and some Autons. There's no introduction at the beginning of the book, which I think is a shame. Not only is this book release the return of a long-beloved format for Doctor Who stories, the episode it's adapting is of undeniable importance. I would have loved to have a few words from Stephen Moffat, Neil Gaiman, Paul Cornell, or somebody about the old range and why it's so well remembered, as well as putting this story into its correct context. A lot of my copies of the original releases have an introduction like this, and it's something I think the revived range should be doing. The novel itself is pretty much the same story as the episode, but with a few added scenes. There's a lot of little additions here and there, and obviously a lot more backstory. There's a number of changes from the original episode. Most of them are actually a bit for the better, to be honest. There's a different opening, where we get to meet Wilson, the chief caretaker, and see how he came to his unfortunate end. The next real addition is a lot more detail about Clive's shed. Clive is greatly expanded upon as a character, with his family, how he gets Rose to trust him enough to visit, and his past filled into a much greater extent than in the episode. There's a lot of references to past and future Doctor Who here, and you wind up feeling much more emotionally connected to him. There's also a great deal more attention added to Mickey. In the TV version of the story, he's rather underdeveloped. Russell the Davies said that since he doesn't know if they're going to do more novelizations, he wanted to give Mickey a more in-depth character within this book so that the story still felt complete. He doesn't have a heavy arc here, but he's a much more engaging character than he was in the TV equivalent of this story. His flatmates are also detailed in, bringing in more representation of the LGBTQ+ community in the process, which definitely feels very Russell era and is always fantastic to see. Finally, there's a large amount of content added on the end of the story, such as an entirely new action sequence. Also, Rose is a bit nicer to Mickey at the end, which is good, especially since you'll like Mickey a lot more after reading this. So, do I recommend the book? Yeah, I do. It's seriously great, and it's not just my nostalgia for Series 1 talking. Davies did a great job of adapting a pretty decent episode into a pretty fantastic novel, and I'm really excited to read the others in the line now. If they all adapt this story this well to prose and add this many little details, I'd love to see every story from New Who get this treatment. Yes, even Love and Monsters. Oh, and for those that are wondering, yes, the burping trash can is in the book version too.
Fantastic.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and check out some of the other videos on my channel. Hit that like button and the bell icon while you're at it. You know, all that YouTube stuff.